What's up, guys? So we are under a really bad uh, weather weather alert. It's supposed to be from 2 to 10, where we have winds going up to 60 miles an hour. It could be hail, tornado watch, all that type of scary weather things. So I am out in the garden, and we've been picking up all of my containers. We already brought them inside, but now I am picking up my plastics and like containers, anything that can blow away, all the random cardboards that we had left over. My son's picking those up right now. I have my girls going around with plastic bags, just picking up any kind of thing that can possibly blow away. So this is where my containers were sitting, the Dollar Tree tiers. They're sitting along these beds, and we've already removed those. Now I'm gonna start collecting tarps, and my son is over there picking up boxes. So I'm gonna turn you around and show you what we've picked up so far. So we have a wheelbarrow full of tools and more perlite and potting soil, my containers, stuff like that. Then we have trash. We have all of our cardboard boxes. We have our plastics. We have our PVC pipes, more cardboard, containers, my, what's it called? To cover your crops that I can think of right now for winter, frost protection. We have all of our buckets contained, and this is the area we have left. But we removed most of the containers from there, put them in the house, and picked up all the trash. The girls are just going around and making sure there's no more trash. That tarp is actually under the topsoil, so it can't blow away. But this is what it's looking like so far. So that is what it's looking like so far. I have to admit, tornado watches make me a little nervous. I've lived in the South Carolina specifically, for 8 years, I believe. But one year we sold our house and we went to Kentucky. And a few months before we moved back to South Carolina, we were staying in our RV. If you don't already know, we bought this property after being in our RV for almost 2 years. The last year we were in, the last year we were in Kentucky, a few months before we moved back, they had a tornado. This was my first time experience with tornadoes. Living in South Carolina, we're used to hurricanes where you have like a week to prepare. Tornadoes are not like that. So it was my first experience with a tornado. It actually hit the town next to the town that we're in, but it was super scary nonetheless with the high winds. And we were living in our RV, so, and you know, it happened super last minute, where we heard the sirens and stuff, and we're at an RV campground and everyone was trying to get to the bathrooms, down to the bathrooms. We did not make it down to the bathrooms. By the time we realized what was going on, we ran out the door, and the winds was already so strong that it pushed us back inside of our RV and slammed the door on us. We had to, you know, pry it back open, and the only thing we could get to was our 15 passenger van, which, you know, weighs like 10,000 pounds, which was more than our RV trailer that weighed 6,000 pounds. And so we ran in there, and the winds were so strong it pushed our passenger van, and it actually pushed trailers, it pushed umbrellas, like it pushed garbage, like the big dumpster garbage cans, into our trailer. I didn't know what was happening. I thought we would fly away. I was tucked underneath the seat, or had my daughter, she was 1 at the time, tucked underneath the seat, or 2, and I was, you know, had her, and all my kids were on the seats, and we were just like worshiping and singing and praying, and it was a very scary situation. We ended up staying in our passenger van for about an hour before it was over, and it was hailing very, very hard, very abruptly. The van was moving, the lightning was so bad, and so it's definitely bringing back some scary memories, some scary times. And so, yeah. So it is finished. This is how we are leaving it. I'm leaving this stuff right here, but I did get all of the containers along the fence out. We're about to put that trash inside the dumpster. We have this trailer where we keep our meat chickens food, so that's where I put the plastics and my bench and stuff like that. And this is where most of my containers are. I do have some in the garage, but I bought all my containers in here. Well, the kids did. Yesterday, we actually butchered 9 of our roosters. We had too many roosters. We had 14 roosters, and altogether we will only have 50 egg-laying chickens, so we only kept 5. I let my kids choose the ones that they wanted to keep. So we butchered 9 roosters, and I have them inside of this roaster oven. I have about 6 of them in this roaster oven. They've been simmering all night. And I have 3 more in this pot that's been boiling. I started individual ones inside of 2 Instapots and a crock pot, and then I only had 3 in the roaster oven and 3 on the stove. But this morning they were very tender and breaking all apart, so I put most of them inside the roaster oven because I am boiling them to make broth, and then I will pick off the bones, have my daughters help me pick off the bones from the meat, and store the meat into individual, like maybe baggies or something, to freeze and just have chicken ready. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off right now. I'm very hot. Still need to prepare for my class later tonight, which is in another town. And I have to make my sourdough bread and do all the things. So this is where I'm going to go for now, but I will update you guys tomorrow. Bye.